Tucked away at the northwest base of Japan's iconic Mount Fuji, a place of serene and almost supernatural beauty exists. This is Aokigahara, a vast sea of trees so dense that it's known as the Sea of Trees, or Jukai. The forest floor is a twisted tapestry of ancient volcanic rock, covered in a thick, spongy bed of moss that seems to absorb all sound. Here, the world goes quiet. The cacophony of modern life fades into an eerie, profound silence, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant call of a bird. This silence, for some, is a peaceful retreat into nature. For others, it is a siren's call into the depths of despair, a final, lonely refuge from a world that has become too painful to bear. This is the dual nature of Aokigahara, a place of breathtaking natural wonder and a place shrouded in one of the world's most haunting legends. The forest's dark reputation is not a modern invention. Its roots are tangled deep within centuries of Japanese folklore and history. The very ground it grows upon was born from a cataclysmic event, the massive eruption of Mount Fuji in the year 864 CE, which spewed forth the lava that cooled to form this rugged, impenetrable plateau. In the Edo period, the forest was already associated with ubasut, a mythical practice where an infirm or elderly relative would be taken to a remote place to die, a bleak and desperate act during times of extreme famine. This ancient association with death and abandonment planted a seed in the cultural consciousness. Furthermore, Aokigahara is frequently featured in Japanese art and literature as a mystical, sometimes menacing, realm. It is a Yurei Mori, or ghost forest, a place where spirits were said to wander, lost between worlds, adding a layer of spectral unease to its physical isolation. This historical backdrop set the stage for a tragic convergence in the 20th century. The publication of Saicho Matsumoto's 1961 novel, Tower of Waves, which ended with two lovers taking their lives within Aokigahara, was a pivotal moment. However, it was the 1993 international bestseller The Complete Manual by Wataru Tsurumi that irrevocably and tragically cemented the forest's association with the act. The book, a controversial and stark exploration of methods, specifically mentioned Aokigahara as an ideal place to die, praising its seclusion and the likelihood that one would not be found. This explicit reference acted as a catalyst, transforming a place of folklore into a specific, named destination for those contemplating suicide, a dark tourism of the most somber kind. Stepping into Aokigahara is an experience unlike any other. The forest's density is immediately overwhelming. The canopy is so thick that it filters the sunlight into a perpetual, dim twilight, regardless of the hour. GPS signals falter and die. Compass needles spin uselessly, pulled astray by the rich deposits of magnetic iron in the volcanic soil. It is breathtakingly easy to become disoriented and lost within just a few feet of a trail. This profound physical isolation mirrors the internal isolation felt by those who enter with a heavy heart. The silence is not peaceful. It is oppressive, a vacuum that seems to amplify one's own thoughts, turning them inward in a deafening echo chamber. The environment itself becomes a character, a quiet, imposing, and indifferent witness. In response to the tragedy that unfolds within its shadows, a quiet army of dedicated volunteers and park officials works tirelessly to subvert the forest's grim legacy. Throughout the designated trails, signs are posted with messages of hope and compassion. They bear phrases like, "Your life is a precious gift from your parents. Please consult with the police before you decide to die. And think carefully about your children, your family." These poignant pleas are accompanied by telephone numbers for suicide prevention hotlines, offering a lifeline in the deepest darkness. Alongside these official efforts, local volunteers regularly patrol the forest's periphery, not as enforcers, but as compassionate guardians. Their goal is not to apprehend, but to connect, to offer a kind word, a bottle of water, or a moment of human connection that might be enough to bring someone back from the brink. The global fascination with Aokigahara is a complex and often problematic phenomenon. Sensationalized media reports, horror movies, and viral online content have frequently exploited the forest's legend, reducing a profound human tragedy into a macabre spectacle. This external gaze often overlooks the cultural context of suicide in Japan, where it has historically been viewed through a different lens, sometimes as an honorable act of taking responsibility, though this perception is rapidly changing due to intense awareness campaigns. The focus on the forest's creepy elements, like the abandoned personal effects sometimes found deep within the woods, risks disrespecting the memory of the deceased and the ongoing grief of their families. It is crucial to shift the narrative away from dark tourism and morbid curiosity and toward a more nuanced understanding of mental health and human suffering. Ultimately, the legend of Aokigahara is a powerful and painful reminder of a global crisis. The conversation must move beyond the forest itself and toward the broader issues it represents. Mental health struggles, economic despair, and profound loneliness are not confined to any single geography. They are human conditions. The true darkness of Aokigahara is not found in ghost stories or cursed legends, but in the very real and ultimately preventable pain that leads individuals to such a desperate final act. The forest is a symbol, a natural cathedral of silence that holds within it the echoes of countless personal tragedies. By remembering the individuals behind the statistic, by fostering understanding and empathy, and by promoting resources for help, we can hope that one day Aokigahara will be known not for its association with death, but reclaimed as a place of life, resilience, and profound natural beauty. The real work is not in exploring its shadows, but in lighting a candle for those lost within them.